students, welcome to Vidya Mirad. Today I am come up with a new chapter fractions for class 6th where I am going to teach you proper, improper and mixed fractions, and based on this video there will be couple of questions which you must do for your practice. Now there will be total 6 videos on this chapter, so each topic will be taken one by one. In the next video, I am going to teach you number line and the lowest term, which is very important. You should know how to reduce the numbers in a fraction form. Then it will be equivalent fractions, like and unlike, addition and subtraction, and at last the word problems. Let's begin with it. Oh, there's a doorbell. Let me just go and check. Wow, such a nice pizza. Would you like to have with me? Let me divide it into two parts. See, are they equal? Yes, they look like equal. So let's enjoy eating it. Again a doorbell. Please wait. My friends are here. Wow. So dear children, now how many we are? Earlier were 2. So I divided the pizza into 2 parts. And now my 2 more friends have come. So how many total people we are now? We are 4. So will it look good if I divide the pizza into 2 parts? Or should I divide it into 4 parts? So that we all can have equal share. Let me divide it into 4 parts. Now see, all of us can have the equal share. Let me cut it into pieces now. Oh no, wait! Please don't cut it. Rohan has gone. So now we are just 3 of us. So let me divide this pizza into 3 parts. Now we will have more of it. So now if you see, I have divided the pizza into 3 equal parts. So dear children, this 1 by 4 or 1 by 3, these are known as fractions. And equal parts of a whole is called a fraction. All the parts should be divided equally. Now see here, there is a triangle. In between, if I see, there are more triangles. Now if I want to know what is the fraction of the green part, how will I write? First thing, I should know the total number of parts. There are how many parts? Just see how many triangles are there. There are 4 triangles. Okay. But I need to know the fraction of only green part. How many green parts are there? There are 3 green parts. So what I will do is, I will write it as fraction as 3 by 4. So the part which I need to find out, that will be in the numerator. And the part which are total number of parts, that will be written in the denominator. Now look here, such nice colorful picture. First of all, count how many total parts are there. There are 8 parts. Now, if I ask you, what is the fraction for the red color? So, how many parts are colored with red? If you see in this, there are only 3 parts colored with red. So, I can write it as 3 by 8. 3 is for the red color and 8 is the total number of parts. Now if I want to know what is the fraction for yellow part, how many yellow color are there? 2. How many total parts are there? 8. So what will be the fraction? 2 by 8. Same way, if I want to know about the blue color, how many parts are there? Only 2 parts. So similarly, I will write it as again 2 by 8. Now there is one more color left, white. What is the fraction of white? I was not able to do it. So I would request you to please help me by writing in the comment section. I will be waiting for your answer. Now see, such a big triangle, and in this triangle these all parts are 1 by 3. My question is whether the fraction of all these green, red and blue are 1 by 3. Is it correct according to this? No, my dear children, this is not correct. The reason is for the fraction there should be equal parts, but these are not equal parts. The size is totally different. So for writing 1 by 3 for each part is totally wrong. Each part is not equal. They are different from one another. If they would have been same size, then only it would have been correct. Otherwise, this is wrong. Now let's begin with the types of fraction. If you look here, I have written 3 by 4. Now this 3 is known as the numerator, which is above the line, and 4 is known as the denominator, which is below the line. Now when you have numerator smaller than the denominator, that type of fraction is known as proper fraction. So what is a proper fraction? Where numerator is smaller than the denominator. Same way, let's take another example, 7 by 4. Here 7 is your numerator and 4 is your denominator. But here if you see, your numerator is bigger than the denominator. So in that case, this becomes improper fraction. So what is improper fraction? It is that fraction where numerator is bigger than the denominator. So I hope children it is clear what is proper fraction and improper fraction. Just look into the denominator. If it is smaller, then it is a proper fraction. If your numerator is bigger, then it is a improper fraction. Now, my question for you is write any 3 proper fraction with denominator 7. Now, what is a proper fraction? Where your numerator is less than the denominator. So, I will write down all the fractions. Now, here it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the numbers which are less than 7 and these are proper fraction. From this, I can write any 3. Same way, my question is write any 6 improper fraction with denominator 5. Now, what is improper? When your numerator is bigger than the denominator. That means numbers which will be more than 5. So I can write it any numbers from this and that will represent it as improper fraction. Now see, 5, 3 by 4. Now here your 5 is the whole number and 3 by 4 represents the proper fraction because numerator is less than the denominator. So there is a whole number and a proper fraction. Mixture of this is known as mixed fraction. So if I ask you what is a mixed fraction, it is a combination of a whole number and the proper fraction. Now you can see so many examples. I have written it. 2 4 by 5, 1 2 by 4, 5 3 by 7 and 3 1 by 2. All these are types of mixed fraction. Now let me teach you how we can convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. See, first I will multiply 4 by 5 and then the result I will add with 3. And I can write it like this. 4 multiplied by 5 plus 3 divided by 4. 4 is the denominator. So when I solve it, I will get it 23 by 4. Same way, I have 2 4 by 5. Let me convert it. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 4, 14. So my answer is 14 upon 5. Now if you see here, your 23 upon 4 and 14 upon 5 both represents improper fraction because your numerator is bigger than the denominator. Now same way I can convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. How I will do it? I will simply divide. You know how to divide the numbers? Just divide it. So simply I will write it in a form of 1 3 by 4. Now how I have written? 1 is your quotient, your 3 is your remainder, and 4 is your divisor. I can even check this whether it is correct or not. In the last slide I told you how I can convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. So let me try that method. See, I am getting 7 by 4 as my answer. Now in the previous slide, when we have converted the mixed fraction into improper fraction, I can even check that by dividing it. Now I know I can divide improper and check whether my answer is correct or not. Now I have 23 by 4. Just divide it and write it into mixed fraction form. It will be written as 5 will be your quotient, 3 your remainder, 4 your divisor. If you want to check it and see. 5 4s are 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. So answer comes to 23 by 4. So this is how we convert it. Now my question is to find the fraction of 10 hours in a day. This is complete question, okay. Now there is only one information here. But children, I know that there are 24 hours in a day. That is fixed, okay. So I can easily write the fraction as 10 upon 24. Same way, if I have a question to find out 40 minutes in an hour. Now in 1 hour, I know there are 60 minutes, that is fixed by nature. Now what is fraction then? 40 upon 60, which is equal to 2 by 3. Now total parts, total things I will write in the denominator, and whatever I have to find out, that will be written in the numerator. This is how the fraction is written. Now suppose I have a question to find out the even numbers between 10 to 20. I know what are even numbers. First write down the numbers which are there between 10 and 20. Excluding 10 and 20. You will not write 10 and you will not write 20 because I am asking you between. Okay. Now total numbers represents are 9. So even numbers are how many? See, if you look, 12, 14, 16 and 18. There are only 4 even numbers. So I can write the fraction as 4 upon 9. Even numbers I have to find out and total numbers will be written in the denominator. So my answer is 4 upon 9. Now based on this, I have made an assignment for you. Please do this. You will have to do lot of practice to understand what are proper, what are improper. If you have any doubt, you may definitely ask me in the comment section. I will try to help you. Thank you so much, children. I think you have understood what are proper fraction, improper and mixed fraction. And in the next video, I am going to teach you how you will draw the number line of the fractions and how you can reduce the fraction to its lowest term. Till then, see you. Goodbye.